Hey, sorry, a little distracted because my son just randomly, as I'm starting, was like, "Can I do this with you?" And I'm like, "What? How? Where? The setup's not right. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that.
No.
If you mean you want to draw with me, like over here, like baby does?
Okay.
No, I'm asking because I'm not set up for that at all. You have to ask that way earlier.
Okay.
But we can definitely do that next time.
Is your chair working?
My chair is fantastic. By the way, just in case you look, see, I got one of the new fancy chairs. You know, I guess I'm halfway official now.
Can people donate to you?
They can on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, on Twitch. On YouTube, I'd have to put a donation button in for every time I stream, like a PayPal link, because I'm not monetized yet. So they can't super chat me. Because what happens is with the super chat, in order to get noticed, right, it pumps it up to the front and highlights and everything. You can donate money to get super chatted. That's how they do the donations.
They should donate to Twitch so that you can become rich, and then
Yes, so I can become rich.
you can buy a bigger house with a bigger backyard, so we can get a bigger pool,
You tell.
so that you can come in. Daddy.
Yep.
Did you know that some people think brown is not an actual color?
Oh, that's odd.
Because there's this thing, and there's no brown color, but if you take orange and then make it slightly darker, it turns brown. So they
can see
think brown
that.
is just dark orange.
You can see that. So, but right now, just in case you guys don't know what I'm doing here, this is my final form challenge. So I'm actually going to be, please stop. So I'm actually going to be releasing this on the world June, so on June 1st. So the idea is that I keep hearing in all the animes and video games and all that stuff where they're like, this isn't even my final form, this isn't even my final form. Well, I want to see someone's final form. And so the idea is that you get to make your own final form and you get to decide which, you know, like genre or product or, you know, so if you want to do Street Fighter or if you want to do Animal Crossing or if you want to do Macbeth, you know, whatever the case may be, you can do that. The thing that you have to do, as you can see here, there's a picture of you on the left, I guess it could be on the right too, and then a picture of the final form on the right or left, depending on which. I have it set up so the picture's on the left and the final form's on your right. And I decided to start with Street Fighter. So that's where we are. And I hear myself somewhere. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're gonna make this thing happen now. I'm gonna do some final colors. Or not the final colors, but I'm gonna hit up the cell shading so that I can be done and actually have one done before I, you know, you guys are getting like the sneak peek, you know, you get to see it early. Whoops, don't group. Alright, so there we go. So how are you guys all doing today? Doing all right? Enjoying your day? Evening, or is your day over? Winding down for the night? Yeah? You enjoyed your day? That's good. So one of the things that I've picked up, I don't know if you, I mean, you can't see it yet because I haven't actually changed into something else. Like right now I'm just doing the red, but I found a way to do all the colors very consistent, so they all kind of have the same undertone to them. And it's a really cool technique I picked up from somebody else. And what it is that you put a layer on multiply, and you get a really saturated, color. I use blue mostly, but you get a nice blue color, and then you drop the opacity, and then it just gives you this nice, consistent thing, and you don't have to go back and forth. So, if you're like, oh well, here's my base color, right? Like, and then you got to figure out, like, well, what's my other color? It's like, well, this is what, it goes off of the idea that you're using a light, like a colored light. And so I think it's a really cool technique. And sometimes I still go back and forth, and I go to the other colors, and I start picking my own colors. Because sometimes you just need something a little bit more dramatic than the color is going to give you, right? Or you're just trying to change the color entirely in the shadow aspect. So it's like, if you're not doing this, don't worry. It's not like, oh my goodness, the end all be all. So. One thing you have to remember is that you're using the eraser. Like, you can't eye pick the color, because it won't be the same. So one thing that I had to get used to, because normally, you just come in when you're coloring, and then you can just select the color and be like, oop, oh, I messed up, not a problem, I'll just select over it. Yeah, you can't do that because it's not the right color. Like I said, every technique has its advantage and disadvantage. I usually want to get something right here. Down just a little bit. Artistic flair. Oops. Save. I did a little bit of work. You save it. don't save, you're gonna lose your work. It's just the mentality that everyone should have. If you don't save, you're just gonna lose your work. It's gonna happen. This big. Okay, first I see some spots that need to be addressed. Go. Eraser. There we go. There we go. Fade out like so. It's coming from over there. So just do that real quick. There. So we'll highlight. That is the reverse way of that highlight. So go this way. Hi, you left your mother.
Yeah. I need to plug up my phone and then I'm gonna say hi to you. 'Cause
Well,
I said I'd draw with you tonight and then I didn't.
it's alright, I came on late anyway. Things had happened.
I was gonna come down with you, but then Mom was like, "You're leaving me too?" I was like, "Eh." So then I stayed because honestly, I can't draw.
Honestly, I could just draw tomorrow.
I mean, hopefully I won't die in my sleep.
Oh,
And other than
jeez, that got dark real quick.
That's the only reason I
My
can't.
goodness.
That's the only reason that I cannot, like, physically can't draw tomorrow. Other than that, it's just me being a lazy turd.
Lazy turd.
Looks cool.
It's gonna get there.
I just like adding in like shading and the little details then.
Yep.
I hate shading. It's hard. I also learned that I hate drawing lines like this.
What?
Like, it's really hard.
It is.
Because the way that I did it, because I tried to draw it originally I tried to draw it, which wasn't too bad, but it kind of looked like an old lady. So I decided to trace it, because tracing helps you learn where things are supposed to go.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just trace it, whatever. And so I traced it, right?
Right.
And I realized that when I was doing the eyes, because he had like his eyelashes show through, so it looks like there's a little bit of his eye that's open, right?
Right.
And it just looked like his eyes were super swollen, like he got stung right on the eye by bees, and he was just like looking very, and I was like, does not look good.
Like, that is not what I wanted.
I'm okay with the way my face turned out now,
Okay, good.
because I traced it.
It's all good.
I'm trying to work on like facial expressions right now, because I only draw heads anyway, and so far the only face I can really draw is this
Hey,
without reference.
look. Drawing expressions is hard.
And so drawing his lips was hard because the way that it was, his bottom looked like there's this highlight thing that looked like his lip, but then the rest of his lip kind of blended in with the rest of his skin, right? So I couldn't tell where his lip like ended. I could tell kind of like I just couldn't tell how big it was, especially because I don't know how to turn the brightness up on my computer so like the lines show through more.
Okay.
So I was having a lot of trouble. So his lips are too small, but it doesn't look like, ooh, those are not the right lips.
Right.
They just look like, if you look at the picture, you're like, those are kind of small. But if you just look at my drawing, you're like, those lips are lips.
those are lips.
Yeah.
I buy that. It's like, I'll buy that.
So I did when I'm trying to draw lips. And you know how when people smile sometimes? Like it actually looks like inside their lips they have like that stupid like cartoon smile that's like this and like that. I hate it when it's like that because it looks like I'm just trying to do that but like really decorated. And I'm like,
I swear, it's the way it looked.
So yeah, I'm drawing again. And I'm also working on skin, which is hard because I learned as I got older that skin is not one color
No.
with gray shading.
It can be, if you just did comics.
I know. I'm too lazy to do
Comics is a lot of work.
comics. I like to just draw randomly because normally I draw and I'm happy and then I just feel like I need to finish it unless it's ugly. Then I'll just let it die in my book.
Die. Flaming fire of death.
No, normally I just make sure to do another drawing on the other side of the page, right? But it has to be colored in with markers. Doesn't have to be anything good, but it has to ruin the other side.
Wow. That's one way to do it.
Yeah. And like you can still see it, but yeah, I tried to do this ballerina as well. Told me to do it, but because I was using this reference photo, and I tend to draw too small, especially.
You draw too small.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I don't draw like super tiny, but it's too small for me, especially because I'm not good at drawing bodies, so I need it to be bigger so I can work out everything.
Right.
So I was okay with the body-ish, right? Her arms were too large, like a gorilla, but whatever. But her head was too big because I couldn't get it to fit her body
Right.
because most of her head was covered by her arm in the photo, and I was trying to just get the shape of it and everything.
Right.
I couldn't figure out how big her head was supposed to be. I could just know that is huge. So I gave up on it.
Don't give up. You're supposed to learn.
I am. There's always something wrong with my ballerina. Like my last ballerina had fake legs.
Fake legs.
So her torso was too long.
Okay.
So with her tutu on it, it looked like her legs weren't really attached to the rest of her body. I remember because you told me, like, I liked it because I followed this video. I was like, this is good.
Right.
But those legs,
Those legs were not.
those aren't hers. But it,
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as you can recognize and then go, oh wait, I can fix that.
I recognized it too late because I was too busy following the tutorial, and I had already done it like with watercolors because I was doing this challenge with my friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did it, and I'm like, I really like this. Like it was good and everything, and honestly, not super artsy people who are looking at like they just notice the flaws because you know they're arty.
Right.
No one else will really notice unless they look at it for a long time, you know. Because no one will care. But I was like, her legs are not attached.
It's like, oh man.
Is anybody else gonna do a challenge? Like, has anyone said that they're gonna do it?
I had some people say that they would join the challenge.
Who?
You don't know them.
Maybe the key said it or something. Because he's been in streams.
Yep. Nope, he did not. He did not.
How rude. We should go over to his house and drop kick him.
Yes, we should.
I should really learn how to drop kick because I say I'm gonna drop kick people a lot, but I don't think I could drop kick anyone to save my life.
You gotta jump and kick. It's pretty much what it boils down to.
I don't know, but like I haven't stretched in a long time, so like I'm really bad at like putting my leg out straight and everything, and you know actually kicking to a point where it hurt instead of me. It just hurts because I landed on you.
I was like, instead of you getting hurt.
Yeah. Cause I don't know how to fight like at all. So I better like saying drop kick.
Drop kick is fun. Having drop kicked somebody.
Who did you drop kick? You drop kicked me
I did not drop kick you.
when I was a baby.
No,
And
I did not. Did not drop kick you.
or did you drop kick someone on your wrestling team?
Wasn't really. I mean, it's not like we were doing professional wrestling moves, so
No, but you
wasn't
still
anybody in my
drop kick
wrestling.
them.
Yep.
Like maybe not in like an actual match, but y'all could have been playing just like I'm gonna drop kick you and then drop kick them.
I got to drop kick people in movies. That was fun. It's like, whoop, ooh, like no. It's like, yeah, in your face. And in order to make it look right, man, you gotta jump. You gotta jump like you mean it.
Also, another problem is I don't jump very high.
And that's probably the biggest thing I would say is like you gotta jump like you mean it.
Remember that whole sticky this girl or some short kid, I don't remember. I just remember they were short, right? So they wanted to learn how to jump high with their sticky notes. They'd be like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
until they could reach like the top of it.
I remember that.
Then they were the best at basketball.
That was a cool. I mean, it was a really good
I think that was the
motivational. You can do it type thing, and then it just happened to be that Sticky Notes was the sponsor of it.
Yeah.
That was a weird part. It's like, wait, what?
Honestly, like all those sticky notes, and I didn't catch on. Like all those sticky notes, I didn't catch on until it was like 5 sticky notes. Had 1-800-2639-sticky notes, or whatever it actually says.
Right.
I was like, wait, that was a commercial.
Like, wait, I've been bamboozled. It's a commercial. Yep. That's how they get you.
I hate the commercials. Like when you're just like doing work on your computer and just have like your headphones on and the music in the background, you're not really like picking it or anything. And then you get like a really long commercial, like anywhere between 10 minutes or to like those entire episode commercials of those kid shows.
Right.
And you're just like, oh, it'll probably end in a minute or two. I'm just gonna let it play. And it keeps going, and you're like, what am I watching? Did my music change? And you check. No, it's just a 2-hour commercial.
Just a commercial of evilness. Yeah.
How are those even commercials? Like, how can you make commercials for 2 hours? Even though the longest I've seen is only 1 hour. Like, if it's an entire series of episodes of a kid's show as a commercial, I was like, why?
It's really
everything to you.
Right.
Like, because Busuu has a lot of like notes in it, where it's like, so here's how the grammar works, or like, you know, commonly people would eat stuff
Right.
here. Or
Right.
it just shows you a little bit about like them. And Julian was like, this is brick. Say brick.
This is a brick.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, Duolingo should be good for baby, right?
Yep.
Duolingo's not on the tablet, so we got this other app, which originally wasn't working at all, but then it started. I'm like, okay, this is good. But it won't let her do the second lesson, and it doesn't say you need to pay money or anything. And it says that I need to put like my zip code or something in so it can find out if there's like a thing that I can call that will help near me. And I was like, I don't know my zip code.
That's
So I
funny.
was going to. Right now, baby says maybe it's because it only lets you do one a day, and I'm like, you know, maybe that might actually be a thing. Seems stupid, but you know, maybe.
Maybe.
So we're just gonna wait till tomorrow. Hope it works. No, but it was good. It gave you conversation. It gave you kind of words, and then it kind of quizzed you. But like, there's no way to get it wrong. Like, you can't be wrong in it. So you just keep redoing the stuff until you're like,
okay.
you know what? I'm done. So I was
Interesting.
like, you know what? This one's pretty good for
Oh,
baby.
it's coming together. You know, I finally came to a point in my artistic career to where I look at my work and go, you know what? I actually like that. It's so long. Like that. Normally, I look at my work and be like, it's alright.
Hey, you're wearing a rainbow little bracelet in that picture.
I wonder who that was from.
Baby. I know it's from me. I'm so mad. Literally, baby's like, I want to do this, right? So I'm like, okay, I know it'll take you a couple tries to do it. All the bracelets that's on her thing that she's gonna sell are mine. I've made every single one of the bracelets on there.
That's funny. That makes me laugh more than anything should. That was hilarious. I'm gonna make you do the work and then I'm gonna sell it. That's what you used to do to Andrew.
Yeah, but
I thought you and your business venture was amazing because you were the one who started it.
Mhm.
Then he was like, oh, I want to join. And you're like, fine, we can do it together. And I was like, all right, that's cool.
Mhm.
And then you got bored
Mhm.
and was like, I'm out. Sort of.
Mhm.
But every time a convention came up, you'd do something a little bit. He would do a lot more. And then he would go to the convention, sell it, and give you half the money.
Because I remember at one point he did all the work.
Good stuff.
But I thought that he did all the stuff and then I just went to conventions instead of it. Well, I know for a while it was that.
Hey Sarge, what's going on? You bored yet? What you doing?
Fortnite dancing.
Fortnite dancing? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. If you crave adventure, try these authors.
You not doing nothing? Well, that doesn't sound like fun. Should do something.
Oh, Daddy.
Yes.
What did you say?
Said you should do something.
Tomorrow, can you give me some stickers so I can cover up this notebook that I like? But like, I don't like the way that it looks. I don't like it because I have a lot of writing in there. And I want to cover it with stickers, but not Brown's like really ugly.
See the
brown
box?
Stickers. Yeah.
There's a very select few
Okay.
that you cannot have from there.
I'll make sure to come through with you.
But yes, of course. I love that I've infected you into my crazy
are
understanding of stickers.
Yeah, I let Brown put his stickers all over mine at one point. But then the other day
That'd
he
be
decided.
horrible.
But then the other day he decided that he wanted them back.
Oh, see, what always gets me about him is that he'll want to do something. He's like, I want to do this. And you're like, all right, cool. And then he'll want to take it off. He's like, can we take it off now? It's like, no. That's not the way that works.
Oh.
Yeah. But luckily for me, like, because mine's not really, like, hard. It's kind of soft and it's weird. So all the stickers came off mostly just fine. So he got them and they were, like, still sticky and everything. And then he decided he didn't want them anymore. Oh.
Missed.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I get a cheesesteak?
Yep. And then we're gonna come in and get this ball here because that's gonna cast a shadow.
Hey, look, I found real safety scissors that aren't just little scissors. I call little scissors safety scissors.
They're not.
I know. But you know, you think, oh, safety scissors for little people, and little people have little hands, so little scissors are safer. They're not.
They're not.
But that's just what I call them, because we have scissors, which are big, you know,
Right.
and then I just call, like, any small scissors safety scissors.
Any small scissors.
Yeah, like the ones that are tiny and feel tight
It's
on
like
your fingers.
People who have to use small scissors are now upset with you.
Sorry.
My scissors are not safety scissors. It's like they're not, but still, haha, they're safe. Deal with it.
No, I can make baby draw something like that. And she said she'd draw with me today. She didn't draw.
Maybe we can do some drawings tomorrow.
Maybe you could do your 3-hour stream.
Yeah,
Because, I
but
mean, mommy's here.
that's true. Well, the 3-hour stream is baby's thing.
No, I know, but like,
I mean, I
you'll
can
probably
do
it with
that.
her,
Well,
honestly.
yeah. I mean, 3-hour streams is generally nothing. I mean, for me, normally, I mean, man, when I was back in Norfolk, when I was at work, doing like 4, 5, 6-hour streams, that was the norm.
Or that's nothing but free time.
Yep. Well, I had a lot of time. Yeah.
Why
I
don't-
wasn't home, so.
Why don't you have time anymore if you can't leave the house much?
Because mommy wants him to do stuff.
Yep.
And we always
Got a lot of
want his-
housework to
and
do.
we always want his attention. And yeah.
Did you try to save your cards, Sarge?
What cards?
The cards that got washed?
No.
Because now that they've dried, they've probably all stuck to each other.
They're already stuck together when I got them. About half the box was already up together.
Okay. Okay. Let's work here.
Why would Brown wash it though?
Brown did not wash it.
Who washed it?
I think it was just in your laundry basket.
No, it was in that little basket. And then when that basket got started, it was in there. It was in amongst everything else. And, you know, it got dumped in. And then it got washed. And I found it in the dryer. I mean, I found it in the wash machine.
Sorry, I didn't think to look for boxes. In
You
laundry.
shouldn't have to.
Just keep it either here.
No, that was your box flipping thing, and it was always on the ground.
It
Always.
was not always on the ground.
Always on the
It
ground.
was always there.
It was always on the ground.
I don't know why you keep stuff like behind your computer. It's so annoying for me because all your stuff gets in my way.
Yes, can you please clear out your...
It's super annoying because whenever someone plays here,
No,
they
just...
go like this.
No, I'm talking about your papers on the printer, your stuff behind your computer. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Why don't you
Sean, that's
clean some of
only
that
you.
up?
That's because I hate this thing. Honestly, if I play
My life.
Just looking around. What?
No, I'm talking to the stream now. It's like, that's my life. Trying to keep the studio clean.
I'm the only person watching.
Yeah, that's because I can't change my phone. I don't know why there's a slight worker down here.
I just put on two. Oh, now 2 more people joined.
Oh,
It bounces back and forth. It's really weird. That's why I don't try and pay attention to the actual numbers.
Just talk to who's talking.
I just talk. I just keep talking.
That's what I do, but just not when I'm streaming. I just talk a lot. Look at Libby's online. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the rating?
3. It says 3 right there.
Sean, what do you rate yours on a scale of 1 to 10?
There we go.
Sean, scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate my Momo?
Alright, so there's that.
What do
Cell
you
shading
rate
is coming
Momo's
together.
favorite random? And then I did that.
This is 100 out of 1. And this is 1 out of
And then this, I never seen.
0. I see a million.
And then this,
It's not good.
and then
I
11 a.m.
think at this point we're about on to the skit. Oh wait, I guess it.
There's nothing
What's my
on
ear?
it.
You and my
But I literally didn't know. So, wait, why is there pastel? Oh, why is there pastel?
I don't know. Kids are weird.
Oh. My tongue hurts.
Then you need to drink some of this dehydrated and
No, I
strengthen
scratched it
itself.
on, no, I scratched it on my braces.
It's strengthening your braces. You a nice chick. It's so high.
I like low chairs
Why is yours high, Daddy?
because Daddy likes
Because I'm
high chairs.
tall.
Shouldn't it be short then?
No. That's absolutely uncomfortable.
Daddy likes his chairs high, and since I'm not really tall, I like my chairs nice and low.
Weird. I don't want my knees all the way up to my chest while I'm sitting.
Did you not hear me say I'm not really tall?
Daddy.
Besides the point.
That's why I can do it, because my legs are actually pretty, like, not long.
Come on, chat. You gotta help me out here, man. Getting dogged over here for my chair preference.
No, I'm not. Sean likes the high chair. I think I'm the only one that just
Yeah.
prefers those, like, an actually low chair.
I told them to donate.
Yeah, donate $25,000 right now.
And if you don't, this spider will crawl in your ear while you're sleeping.
Mr. Beast should come in the stage and donate you $1 million.
I want,
That'd be crazy, but you know, Mr. Beast is never gonna find my channel.
yeah, he will. You just gotta be,
We should just spam his link in your link in his comments.
you just need to be playing Raid Shadow Legends while he's doing that.
Yeah, 'cause I play so many video games when I stream.
What would you do if Mr. Beast did donate you
Last
$1 million right now?
To be honest, wouldn't believe it at first. I would think that it was a prank of sorts.
A lot
How
of
can
people,
somebody prank donate you
Um,
$1 million?
Well, it just because you can do it, it's still got to process through, right? But the minute you hit donate, it notifies the person and is like, hey, you've been, you got this donation. And you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I made, and then when you go check your bank account, it's like, nope. That's why you'll see a lot of streamers when they get this like really big donations, they'll be like, wait, what? And then they go and they're checking back and forth with their with the actual place where they get donations to see if it actually hit.
I thought that.
Yay, poofy hair. Yep,
I thought once you
it's a
hit,
thing.
like donate, like there's no way to take it back. Like,
Oh, well, there's just no money ever in the account.
oh, so if there's no money in the account, you can't donate it.
Yeah, you can still say you're gonna donate.
Oh.
You know, the alert goes off and you're like, oh man, yay! And then you're like, oh wait, no! And then people, you know, you'll see the videos where they're like, haha, person got prank donation, wasn't it funny?
Donate them.
You know, it's just like, oh, come on now, don't. Us poor content creators, it's not like we're making a ton of money here. If anything, you know, especially when you're, you know, you're just trying to start out. And you're like, man, I'm trying to start out here. I want to, you know, it'd be great if something happened, but then you get pranked, and then you're like, man, I hate this. And, you know, and then people get upset and start crying, and nobody really wants to see that. So I probably, because Mr. Beast doesn't know who the heck I am, I wouldn't believe it. He'd be like, Mr. Beast, huh? You mean to tell me that super popular guy just randomly found little old me?
Then he would be angry.
He might be, but then he's probably, you know, in his video, he's like, I donated $100,000 to small-time streamers, and then they would just see me. And I'm like, whatever. And he's like, hey, here's your donation. I'm like, come on now, don't prank me, man. And then be like, I'm too old, man, look at me. I'm too old for this whole pranking. Don't prank me. Then I have to come on and do a video afterwards and be like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Beast. Thank you so very much for your donation.
You wouldn't just check right then? Like the other streamers?
I probably would and see if it was, you know, if it came through or whatnot.
Yeah, what would you do after, like, once you realized it was real?
Once I realized it was real,
like your $100,000.
I would probably be like, all right, what to do now?
Put it in the bank.
Well, it would already be in the bank, and I would definitely take the family out to celebratory dinner.
Oh.
Be like, look at what we did! Yeah!
That
Yeah,
you're
and then
spending your
obviously-
money too fast. You just need to take us to McDonald's.
Well, it wasn't. I didn't say I was gonna take you to like
You said you're gonna take us to
celebratory. That means it's a celebration.
Literally anywhere. You can take us to TJ Maxx, which
I
I mean
wanna
is
go
still
to
expensive, but like
This
Daddy, why does your thing say time for like $5, 5%?
What? Oh, it says time for some lights, which I need to change because my wife bought me some lights for my birthday, right? So it got the ring. Haven't done anything with it yet, but it still exists.
People get
what are you
bigger
gonna
rings.
ask for now then?
I don't know.
Time for McDonald's. For
Because
the family.
the bad part is that I got 2 cameras, which is awesome. And I'm like, oh, it films in 4K. I'm like,
What's 4K?
4,000 pixels. It's really, really good. It's like super crystal clear. But then I'm like, but my phone and everything else that I stream with is not, you know, 4K. So if I wanted to use these cameras and those cameras, one would be like super crystal clear, and the other one would be like, oh, well, that's HD, but I can't see the pores in his face.
You have pores?
Everybody has pores.
I don't know what a pore is.
It's holes in your face.
It holes in your face.
I don't see any holes in your face.
They're there.
Oh, I see one, I think.
I'm nice to stare at the blackhead I always have on my nose.
Yeah, she gets a kick out of that. All right, do we leave it that color or do we come in and we make it, oops. Or do we color it in this color? So, do we have it dark? Oh, I think it's dark.
At the end of your Twitch stream, are you gonna put an ad to
Oh
make
yeah, I like the
money?
dark.
Yeah, I think the dark's definitely gonna be the way it is. What up, Star Wars Puzzle? How's it going?
That's me.
Hi, Star Wars Puzzle.
Why are you Star Wars Puzzle?
Because it was down here and I couldn't find the name.
So silly.
Do another save because saving is important.
You have to save every time you do anything new. It doesn't
You have to
save.
save every time you think you've done something good
I thought
or
you
spent
just
enough
saved-
time on it.
I thought you were supposed to save right at the end.
No, you should definitely save multiple times all the time because you never know when the power's going to go out or certain children keep spinning around in a chair, hit your desk, and then it unplugs your computer. You know, you have no idea when crazy things are going to happen. So, in order to make sure that that doesn't happen,
You just save every 2
save.
seconds.
Save.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just save it until the very end.
That's bad.
I know.
Daddy, if you made $100 per hour you did on stream, how long would you be streaming for?
It's a skeleton.
I mean, do I only get one day where that happens?
No, it stays forever.
Oh, well then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I would just stream until I was, I'm like, I'm good today. Because it wouldn't matter.
You could just leave it on.
And it's not the way streaming works.
I didn't send any donations. I just said that you get $100 as long as you're streaming.
Feet is yucky.
It's a wild
skeleton.
duck.
I'm gonna catch him. I know,
Master Ball.
He's gone into his tiny hole. I'll wait for him to jump out.
Can you play some Apex?
Can we switch to lottery? Joshua uses confusion. Oh, I just missed them.
Master Ball.
Here, I'll
Oh.
hide in this very good hiding spot.
Can you play some Doms?
I should have loved it. Oh no.
I'm taking Daddy's good chair.
Well, that's not that it's good chair anymore.
That's right.
Now it's super duper easy to tell the difference between all of them. Like you have a completely different design. What are you doing, dude?
My kids feel the need to just jump in from time to time. It's weird.
I'm stealing your books.
So Joshua, you wanna play some Doms?
Don't mess with the Cuphead. Upset.
I beat Cuphead.
Yeah, I know you're telling us that. No. Yes.
I know
telling us.
every boss.
That's good.
I actually have
Named them all in order of the levels now.
Ouch.
That's not fair.
That sounds hard.
There are 3 levels that you can do, and there's no order for your levels.
Okay. Name them easiest to hardest.
That's not fair. Because some people say that the
You
devil.
said your opinion.
You did not say
I
mine.
didn't, but I meant your opinion. That's what I meant to say.
From easiest to hardest. Okay, the vegetables is definitely
Played this level.
that's not just evil, it's just white.
I played the one with like the evil genie.
It is the vegetables and then the bow. Then serval.
Did you say Sir Ball?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
And then
What?
At any point in Friday the 13th, do you see Jason as Jason? Like, just human Jason?
Jason 1.
Okay. If Friday the 13th and it falls on Halloween, we should dress up as a bunch of different types of Jason. Like, Jason, Swamp Zombie Jason.
Swamp Zombie
How would we
Jason.
get Friday
Have
the
you guys
13th?
noticed
on
that Friday the 13th was the
Yeah.
last normal day that we had this year?
Really?
Yeah, everything closed down after Friday the 13th.
Really?
Yeah.
Not.
Stop.
That's kind of creepy.
What has been an accident?
Please stop. Don't need all that.
Do what? Do you need my chair? Four. Sean, you don't need it up. You're not using it at all. How are you using it? Just so. What? You're just balancing it. Like, who's your favorite, like, boss in Cuphead, but, like, on their list? Who do you think they
I haven't even gotten through the entire book.
Well, then, out of the ones that you've seen. I like Cuphead. I like the con. I gotta study. Okay.
I like the dragon. I thought the dragon was cool.
I don't really like the dragon. Why is there a boss with a what? Because a box and then has
Daddy,
Yes.
if someone donated $1,000, would you be happy?
Of course.
Not a boss. That's just an
You
enemy.
should tell them to donate $1,000, then you'll be happy.
I heard you say White House.
Nah, that's not the way that works.
Is there a box?
My kids have crazy ideas about how streaming's supposed to work.
What?
It's supposed to be big.
It's like, tell these people to donate to you. Do it. Do it now.
That's what some streamers do. They'll say things like, you can watch me for hours, but don't have $5 to donate.
Oh, see, that's just rude there.
And then everyone's like, hey, stop being mean. And then they yell at them.
Yeah, I'm just not that. I'm not that person. I don't.
See, Sean,
Not that person.
this is the stadium I was talking about. I remember that remember she gets married and then she has kids and she like throws her bottles at you from all the windows.
That was a hard one, but I beat it pretty easily.
You played with me, we lost.
I did. I beat it by myself, so I got
And
lucky.
rats come.
I hate the rats. They're always trying to beat me up.
The Phantom Train, Ghost Train,
Saw that.
Mm-hmm.
whatever it's called. That's a cool boss. I like that one.
Ghost Train.
Else I'm not gonna sleep.
Good night, Daddy.
Oh, you going to bed? Oh, so it is.
Because you started late, I was like, oh, it's only 8:30 when you started, so I was like, I'll have time to spend some time with my chill down here. But now it's like 10:20.
Yeah. Thing is that at this point I am so close to being done.
And you staying up doesn't bother you, but for some reason, even though I've been getting like a ton of sleep, like I've had no trouble sleeping, I'm so grumpy and so tired in the morning still, so.
Like, so I'm going to bed.
Yeah, and it's annoying because I'm so tired when I wake up. And I'm like, I've literally slept like 10 minutes after I went to my bed. How am I tired? So stupid.
Good night. Oh, I need to put a highlight there. Oops. bring that up just a little bit because that makes more sense to me. Bring that up to take a look at that a little bit. That. Catch this eyeball. My old man wrinkles, because those are important. Go. Looking good. Technically the shadow is back here. But technically the shadow's back there. Art-wise. Like logistically that's where that should be, but there are times when you can just take artistic license to make your thing work better. This is all in shadow. Bottom lip shadow. Actually make that work. Bring in a little bit of shadow here. Really accentuate that nose, nostril pulling in. Alright, I'm going to put some highlights on the skin. I'm going to put some highlights on the skin, and then on the red ball as well, and then we should be, what one would say, done. Except for the background. Gotta do something for the background, of course. Anyway, take this color. Buy that more. The other color is just too strong. You know what I mean? times. Just add too much. Alright, so there's that. Then we come in here, pull off our shape. Alright, so very ugly. Highlight here. Highlight there. Highlight here. If I got rid of this one, would that make it better? It does. Smooth. Real smooth.
Let's do this.
term that makes this look like. So that doesn't make sense. Alright, so we got that. I probably need a highlight here. Nope, I'm not putting a highlight there. It's just not worth it. Oh. Right there, we got on the lip. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take this color, which is hellaciously dark. We'll do that. Please probably be round. Maybe that's what was throwing me. It's time for you guys to go to bed.
Okie dokie. You gotta go to bed. You have to go to bed.
Save that. Okay. I'm gonna do my. Oh, it's right. It's not on a. Alright, so we're gonna go here. I'm gonna pick. Color real quick. White. Like so. Oh. Ow. sorry about the super focus, but you know, when the chat gets quiet, generally that's when I get focused. Yeah, so it's like, oh man, I'm gonna try and get this done. You don't even have to worry about it. I thought I was gonna have to do it again tomorrow, but I think I'll be able to get it done.
Can I have your earbuds? The white ones.
What is that? Hold on. Hey, Chris. How long have I been live? About an hour and 20 minutes. I even started late. My wife needed some food and kind of came out. I was almost not going to stream at all. I was like, it's late. We'll just make up for it. I don't know, I think Tyler might have them. Tyler has them. I gave them to him.
Like tonight.
No, I gave him to him because he needs them. So, ask him. Yeah, we are almost done. And get any notifications. Are you still doing critiques? Oh, I wasn't gonna do a critique live. I was just gonna do a color over for you. You know, like a draw over. I mean, I never really thought about doing them live. I didn't think anybody would really want that. I can start doing that. But like I said, that was not my intent at all as far as doing this kind of stuff.
Daddy,
Yes.
I thought you said these were mine. I don't
Yeah.
mind giving them
Yes,
to
I didn't.
Sean told me that you said they're still yours and he needed to ask me where they were.
Sean, he is making stuff up. I said I gave them to you. And then he was like, for today, I was like, no, I gave them to Tyler. But I was like, you can go ask him. I did not say any of that.
It's just because sometimes I make things up in my mind.
Nope.
But I vividly remember me leaving them on the table and then ending up on the floor and you're like, why didn't you take them with you? And I'm like, I thought
Yep.
you were just letting me borrow one.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, okay. Love you. Good night.
Love you too. I'm almost done. You want to see it?
Yes.
There's only very few things left to do.
I'm gonna make your eyes super glowy.
That's it. Make the eyes glowy, and I'm gonna make the red dot. I'm gonna make that one glow too. And I'm gonna do something with the background and do a little design thing in the background. Just be like, bam, there you go.
Yeah, you like to do glowing eyes.
I do.
I have learned that about you.
That's my thing. It's my jam. Do it however's best. Yeah, I mean, it's just I really wasn't anticipating doing that online. That's like live. But maybe that's something we do. You know, start doing live critiques. You know. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you getting Mortal Kombat vibes from my stuff because Mortal Kombat's awesome, and especially when I draw ninjas, I can definitely see that. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this to linear dodge, put a brush, brush. We're going to go to linear dodge. We're going to go to that. Drop this down a bit. Went to brush, okay. Eye color, come in here. Give it a little bit of yellow. Not much, just a little bit. Alright, come in here. Gotta give my man's glowy eyes. Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to come in, we're going to give him this red, and we're going to see what happens. Okay. Can deal with that. Number like that. Come in. Alright. Oh. No backstory, no super. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I think we can do this in screen mode. Why is that? Huh. Put this on screen mode. Put this on screen mode. But no, not really any powers, not on this guy. Like I said, it's just. This is definitely just the me trying to do this whole. This is my final form. Just a little bit more. Random, I'm making dinner. What do you season your burger meat with? Salt and pepper. That's it. I do more toppings and stuff, you know, like some avocado and things like that. Sometimes even a fried egg, because I'm that kind of guy. That, put a brush, find something funky. Oh, I know. Yep. Why is it not doing anything? Okay, maybe that one's not the one. Let's try this one. Or maybe we should fill it. What contents black? These are not working the way I want them to. Ugh. Little brushes. Smoke and fire. Oh, you know what? Now I know why. Dirt. There we go. Now we need to drop the opacity. Come back over it. Like so. This. Make it nice and dark around there to let that glow pop off. Come back to the light one. Go to normal. Bring it out a little bit. Come up to be a little bit lighter. Right. Hit the edges. Break up the monotony. So. There you go. That's it. You gonna do Naruto for yours? I am happy with this. And then we'll go final form, Insta, save it as a JPEG. Done. Yeah, I was thinking about Naruto, but I don't know enough about it, you know, so we'll see. I might throw in a Naruto. Might just have to throw one in. I'm actually pretty happy with the way this one came out. Now to find out what the next one will bring. No idea. But what I do know is that I know we weren't on for very long today, but tomorrow is a bright and early day for me. I've got to do some garden work and stuff like that, and I think my daughter is going to want to stream with me for like 3 hours, you know, so I might as well cut it short, especially since we ended here, you know what I mean? It's like, got this point, and it's like, oh, look, that's almost done. Oh no. Oh, I'm just tripping. Okay. You know, we got to a good end point. Don't want to start something new and then be like, oh well, I'm gonna leave. But yeah. So I think this is a nice spot to stop. If you do a Naruto one, I'd be fire. They're just ninja and you rocket that. You'd be fire. Well, I might do one. I don't know. It's open, you know what I mean? It's open for interps. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits today because, you know, I'll be back tomorrow, more than likely streaming with my daughter, and then we'll do something. Either we'll be working on Ninja Empire stuff, or I'll do another one of these. I don't know. Because this one came together really quick, really nice, so yeah. Enjoyed this one. Alright, well, I will catch you guys later, and hope to see you guys at the next stream. Thank you so much for hanging out, keeping me company, and yeah, I will see you guys at the next one.